Welcome back everyone, Ben here, and today we are checking out a demo for Everrail, a survival crafting adventure set in an infinite frozen world where your train is your only refuge. Build and expand it into a moving fortress as you journey alone or with up to 4 players. Rescue survivors to stay alive. Every loss costs a passenger. Stop for too long and you risk losing it all. So this is from Acer Interactive. It's coming in Q3 2026. That's its kind of window at the moment, and it will be launching into early access. And Acer Interactive, they're the ones who recently did that Legends of Komori, which is the horse game, and this is their kind of next title. And we actually checked this demo out not too long ago. We did this back in February. So yeah, this is their updated demo. My main thing, I like the vibe of this, and you got this train, and my main thing with this was that it felt very difficult from a solo point of view, that you have someone, you got to manage driving the train and doing things on the train at the same time. But we're going to see what it's like, see how it's changed. They've got a first person and a third person mode, so you can choose either perspective, crafting, survival, all that kind of stuff as well. So yeah, we're gonna check it out and see what it's like. So sit back, relax, like, comment, subscribe. This is Everrail. So they've got 3 different difficulties: easy, medium, and hard. Basically, resources plentiful, cold is slow, like setting in slowly. The train is resilient. Focus on exploration and building, and you don't really need to worry too much about that. Medium's in the middle, tense, but with some margin for error. And then hard makes it a lot more difficult and more scarce. So yeah, we'll try the medium, and obviously here's where you can now select first person or third person. We did third person last time, so we'll try first person, see what it looks like, and go from there. And obviously it is procedurally generated as well, so you can randomize your seed and then go from there.
We sent the machines before us to prepare the moon, to build everything we needed before we arrived. Rails, stations, a network connecting every corner of the surface. But something went wrong.
Revival canceled. Protocol ROSC 146.0.
Cool premise, to be fair. There we go. Oh yeah, hungry and injured, find rations to feed and heal yourself. If I remember correctly, this is similar to what we started in the room last time as well, so I don't think this has changed too much. Basic ammo, and here a robot as well. Eat a ration. So we're doing this first person this time around. Push up. Like how he was like sparking, like he was looking like his starting to crumble apart. Right, hacking device. I think they've redone the UI a little bit as well. It's been a while. Like I said, it's February. They rescued another colonist. You can see that opening up there. Passengers consume rations, but your extra lives. See, I did quite like how they did that. So essentially, if you die, the lore is that you yourself are dead. and then you pick up a new you become the next soldier, basically. Get full health. These lockers for the loot as well. There's a crafting at heart as well with this game. There's the train. Train is waiting outside, but not for long. Trains must keep moving to stay powered to escape the facility. Oh. Yeah. Doesn't look like too much has changed at the moment, other than perspective. Yeah, remember this room as well. I think the dismantling tool now has a thing. I think before you just pressed and held the left click. Now you have like a little beam that looks like it's dismantling the robot. More rations. Yeah, it's almost like a little bit too many of these little pop-ups and things on the HUD. Yeah, I don't know if it's just like the settings. I mean, we're playing this, I think 1440p. It wouldn't let me go up to 4K for some reason. High settings. There's no DLSS, so we're just playing with TSR, I think. And I think when you're playing this in third person, which I think you can just change if you wanted to, then doesn't look as bad because you're not as close. I feel like the gun textures when you're in first person aren't as... I think I prefer first person though. I don't know. I like both. We don't really have the time to sit there comparing, do we? But I like both perspectives really. I know some people really don't like first person or really don't like third person, so I actually like that they give you the options that you can play it how you want. I said this isn't PvP. You can play co-op and PvE. Onto this one as well. All these bits and pieces, a little bit of loot. Yeah, this, I mean, it's procedurally generated, so I think that was my main takeaway or concern from the demo back in February, was that it's got this obviously procedural generation, but a lot of the facilities felt very similar when you would, you know, stop with the train and go to a different facility. Didn't have a lot of diversity, and I guess it makes sense from a lore perspective because the robots have built all of this to spec and then decided to turn, so they wouldn't make a load of different things, would they? But it does mean that, at least my experience in the demo previously, was that a lot of the environments felt the same. I mean, that's going to be their biggest challenge, is trying to find ways to keep new locations feeling fresh and exciting. And that is going to be a challenge with worlds that are procedurally generated. A little bit there. Quite nice looting. You just press F and R. At the moment, there's loads of different crafting bits we're picking up. But because of the timer, I'm not spending ages at the moment. Just we'll review the loot when we're on the train. There's nothing urgent that I think we really need. It's just a case of just grabbing these bits and pieces. We're almost here. That's the exit bit now as well. I feel like there were more enemies in the storage warehouse last time. I mean, I might be misremembering, but I feel like combat-wise, it feels very, very straightforward. Heal there as well. I think that was the thing as well, is that the gun. This is a thing that a lot of sci-fi games struggle with, is that like laser guns feel very non-impactful. There we go. So we have now transitioned out of the facility. And we have our very own train just ready to go. Board the train before the battery dies. We've got some more stuff here. What I did really like was that you've got all of this, like, your storage and the different there's different carriages that will have different purposes as well, which is pretty cool. Let's go to the cockpit. And you can see the map, which again, fairly similar. I remember us having like a ring as well, although it is different. You can see there's loads of different lanes with this one. And you can switch the lanes. The little question marks are your different areas to go to. And our battery is running down. And this is the thing where I was like, this feels too short. But we shall see. I think now we're actually charging the train. The derailment zone is the red stuff on the right hand side. I really like how it is kind of like a little HUD cockpit though as well. I really like that. Q and E to activate your brakes. And V is your reverse camera. Oh, wants us to reach the full charging speed. Okay, 300. There we go. Sounds like there should be more like sound effects, but I do like how the snow that's being plowed aside. Although you don't necessarily see that from in the cockpit. Turn around and press F to exit. Charge the battery for expedition. Refill the ration storage. So we've got to put our rations in there to feed the passengers. And craft some basic ammo. My only thing is, this is the thing where I'm like, do I want to... I mean, it wants us to charge the battery for the expedition, so I guess we keep it on the 300% for now. I'm coming here, so we're like moving now without us even doing anything with that. We've got plenty of rations in there. And synthesizer, we can craft some ammo. Just one batch 20. Collect those, that's all good. And that is the next, just in time. Whacked on the brakes there. There we go. Okay. Don't think I need to turn it off, do I? So, I probably want to... Do we have a normal storage? Yeah, open chest. I'm gonna stick all of this stuff. You can't put that in there. Some bolts. I guess that's as much as the chest fits. Okay. Cockpit tool belt. Okay. Oh, so that's the... Okay, so that's a shield to protect against... Because that was the thing as well. Originally I thought, oh, well, you just leave the train running while you do crafting and stuff, but then there's stuff on the rails. But I guess once you get a big enough shield, you can kind of then do that. This is what I do really like, though, that the train is like fully something you can build loads of storage in here. Here's all your other passengers as well. That's the exit. Some more rations here. A glider. But yeah, we are technically losing charge here as well. See, we don't have a lot of time. Oh, I went on the wrong side there, didn't I? There we go. I think looks pretty interesting. I like the snow trails, no trees or anything like that, obviously. Like the mountains. And you got the like satellite in the distance there. Challenges as well that we've got. Okay. Oh, yeah, and we're getting cold because we're standing outside for too long. So we'll go in here, we'll have a little quick peek, but can't stay too long. We will get it going again. This is the thing, it looks very similar. Obviously, it's different layout. We're hungry now as well. But yeah, so it's just gathering all this stuff for now. Pretty interesting. My main thing, which hasn't really been addressed since the first demo, is the timer. I get it on the one hand that it does add urgency in survival, but you can't really leave your train. I mean, maybe as you upgrade it more, you know, maybe you gotta work towards getting a bigger battery and faster recharges and stuff. But yeah, we got 2 minutes. It doesn't matter what else is in this facility. We really don't have time, unfortunately. I don't like. There's so many of the. I hope these can be turned off. The T tabs, the Z toggles tab to open up. Like, I don't mind the tab one as much, but it doesn't need to be there on the left-hand side. There's, yeah, a lot of weird stuff I'm not a fan of with the UI. Just go up to 300. There we go. So you actually have a different tool belt depending on your... Yeah, depending on where you're at. To build a glider fabricator, so it wants more plates and some more bolts, so we still need to do more gathering. And at the moment, I think based on our current kind of track direction, you can kind of see we're going to go in a circle for now. So I think let's charge it up. It's very cool. L, view event history, so it tracks everything for you there in case you miss anything. I'm guessing one activates your shield. Oh, left click to toggle shield. Okay, and that drains a lot of power. Okay, okay.
Unsafe speed detected. Apply brakes.
Okay. So let's slow that down because we're going around a corner. Speed back up again. I think that's the thing. It's very much you're quite involved. Is that like another carriage that we can like pick up? Or is it just a blocked carriage on the train? I'm not sure if this is just a mild hypothermia. Wow, you really can't stay out long at all, really. Yeah, I think that's just like a blocker on the... You probably have to use your shield and you just bush right past it if you need to. Again, we're gonna race against time. Turn off the brakes. There we go. It was going to be empty in 3 seconds. Oh, I didn't even realize. Oh. Okay, so we've got some rocks. Oh. There we go. The integrity's still 100%. Okay, that's good. This is the thing that meant that obviously you can come back to these. We can just do a loop and come back, so you're not missing any POIs and things like that. But if you're playing co-op and it's still got the same thing that kind of puts me off it a little bit, is if you're playing this co-op, then you can have someone driving the train, and you can have someone crafting, and you can have someone like sorting out other bits and pieces, and then you can also then go into those areas and fan out and grab all your loot and get back quickly, and the time is not much of an issue. But playing solo, it doesn't seem like any consideration is taken from the timer to give you like more time. And you can't even put this on an autopilot. I mean, I could leave it running, but then we're gonna crash into stuff on the track. And if I remember correctly from the previous demo, you can't just clear the track and then sit yourself on a loop. Like, debris comes back, like it respawns onto the track, which isn't ideal. So yeah, there's this kind of... It's a very cool idea though that, you know, there's other areas to explore and things like that. We're just in a loop at the moment, but we can generate our... You know, we can speed up a little bit and generate more charge and get a nice bank of stuff going there. But it feels very at odds, even though it clearly says like this can be played solo. I don't think it's very friendly to play solo, and I think that might be something that appeals to you as a challenge, then thinking, oh yeah, that's the challenge I'm looking for. For me, I'm still on the fence trying to work out if there's enough here for me to want to, you know, to rise to that challenge, because I feel like it'll be rewarding to do so, not just a frustrating experience to do so. I love the actual concept of it. I think it's just something where it's like, this could easily be, let's free camera again. This could be a very cool... Oh. Keybinds still work while you're doing that. Yeah, I think it's something where, obviously, promising and very interesting. I like that there's different facilities you can go and have a look at. It tells you what they are, if they're small, what's in them and stuff, and you can see your route based on your current like your current path that you've changed for your rails. Track condition is bad, so there's 20% extra resistance. Means the max speed is down. Obviously we're just on like a little single track in the middle of the snow. But I think that's the cool thing with this, is that it's the strength and the weakness with the procedural generation, because it means that you can have quite interesting worlds and rail layouts and things like that. Although it does seem similar. The demo I played, I had a little ring road as well. I was expecting, I guess it's got to have that to some degree, like a main hub and then everything spins off it in different directions. So you can go here, there, and everywhere. But yeah, I'm curious, like what the story is going to be like narrative. Because it seems like a cool premise. At the moment, we at least got the opening cinematic this time around. I think we had a few lines of text, if I remember. I don't remember seeing that cinematic last time that we opened the game up with, where they were like, "Oh, we sent robots to make our stuff, and then something went wrong, and it captured all the colonists." But I think we are almost at full charge. I think we could safely probably stop at this next one on the left. And obviously you can change, like, you can hide things and stuff like that as well. Obviously you got quite a decent crafting system. Like, it was very straightforward, just use your different things. You got different buildings and things. I actually quite like this stuff. It's just you're at constant tension, which again, some people are going to love, some people are going to hate. You're at constant tension because you can't even just park up safely. Like, you are constantly draining energy, and quite quickly, and I'm guessing you'll be able to upgrade and like make it so that it takes longer. You either can store more battery, or it decreases slower, charges faster, whatever you want to call it. This is a large factory, apparently. I kind of want to get close, but I kind of want to go past it a little bit, because I got to remember my doors are in the middle. Tracks crisscrossing here. Okay. Let's go here. So we've got 9 minutes. 9 minutes and 46 seconds. I really don't like all the pop-ups on the UI. But let's see, this one should be a little bit different because it's a large facility. We've been in small facilities so far. And I like how it's like enter dungeon. Okay, so we actually do have a bit of a different seed here. Now, I don't know if larger ones are more dangerous. They have instant target acquisition, they do. Okay. Shooting feels okay. Like, get your damage numbers and stuff, and kind of shoots where I want to go. The AI is literally, I mean, it is actually AI. They are very straightforward. Get the little kill confirm little red star thing that appears as well. And basically everything is scrap. You can hear him. I think I can hear him. Or is that just me? Okay. Okay. You get some health. Who's that shooting? Oh, there he is. I knew I could hear him. I could hear someone walking. There we go. So, more enemies here. A bit more danger. Are we full? No. That's just bugged. We can't pick that one up. Okay. We've only got 7 minutes left. Again, if there's a few of you spreading out and exploring this, you can clear these way quicker. Way quicker. Doesn't seem to want us to interact with that. Just quickly, I don't think... Do we have, like, a healing... Not sure. Hacking device. We're going to need to make a new one soon. 'Cause I think that's almost... Not the hacking device, the dismantler. Just getting a load of scrap. A lot of it is just like parts, and I think the UI aesthetic they've gone for, where it's all the same color, it's more shape based than color based, and I would revisit this. I think none of this looks interesting to pick up, and I know a lot of it's just crafting materials, but you consider like even like on like the last caretaker, and you got like different bits of scrap that looks different, like your rubber, your metal, like it at least looks interesting. And I don't know, I think the loot doesn't seem that interesting, but oh, we're actually out of dismantle. So can we craft normally? Let me have a look. Can we craft one of those? What did that look like? That's what I mean. It's like, what does it look like? These are all synthesized. We can't craft anything on us, I don't think. No, we can't. So might just grab a few of these extra chests. Get some scrap. Tech. At least it gives you a little reminder of the suit AI to like eat. Yeah, there's no like map itself of the area. Laser definitely. Ooh. He's a bigger guy. He's got like a rifle. There we go. Oh, whoa, there's a few of them. Don't want to die here, do we? Let's be honest. Sector clear. That's cool. We got some different cover. I'm gonna help him, but yeah. Don't have the dismantler for these things. Okay. Got plenty of ammo. Like, ammo's not really a concern. Same with rations, you get plenty of that. I don't think we're really meant to eat the rations either, from the looks of it. I think we've got the food tins that give a bit more health and sustenance. The other thing is there's no like not that every game has to be like this, but there's no like XP or really, other than dismantling them, I guess. Alright, we've only got 2 minutes left, so time's up. Time to go. And now I can't even, like, I've got to immediately just get the train going. I can't go and craft anything or build anything. Like, it wants me to build stuff. I've got to ride the train and get that, there we go. Yeah, ride the train, get the battery charged, and then we can then have a look at building some stuff. I think ration storage is fine though. Pop that in there. That in there as well. Problem, and then we can... Oh, yeah, put all that in there. Put loads of scrap in there. Need more storage for sure. Let's speed up. I think we're happy with our... Yeah, we're gonna skip that one. And I think we're gonna need to... I don't know how we do this as a loop. Oh, we'll take the right again once we're there. Oh, we'll take the brakes off. There we go. I didn't take the brakes off. Right, wants me to eat, which... Oh, it's not one we can eat. Seems like our hunger goes down. But, I mean, I guess we're just never filling ourselves up properly. Yeah, guess we need to find a way to take some of those for now. There we go. Alright, let's have it. Yeah. We did smash into something there. But oh well. I think it's interesting. I've still got a lot of the same questions I had before. In fact, what we might do is, rather than just stay in the ring, let's go down this way. Let's go have a look. It's only the demo for now. We don't have to go and not 100% completing this and all that kind of stuff, but yeah, it's it even takes 5 minutes to like charge, you know what I mean? Like it's you're constantly playing this game by the clock. I think for me that's the... I do like how, like, depending on the curve of the track, it adjusts like your max, like, derailing kind of potential and all that kind of stuff. I like that you got the little shield things, so we can break the rocks with a shield if we need to. But it's very, like, just... eh. It's here, you know what I mean? Like it's... We've just gone through the ground. That meant to be, like, we've just gone through the tunnel. That's the procedural generation in full flow. There we go. Let's just crossing through. It's a large shot. I'm guessing, like, the signal is, like, how dangerous it is, maybe? No, oh no, they're all 2 signal, I'm not sure. Yeah, so this will go straight through. Don't know what these pink things are. There's a lot of like curiosity about the world. I'd clean up the UI. I'd get rid of the single color, all of this. Probably slow the hunger stuff down a little bit. And I don't know. I feel like... I guess you can do a custom difficulty. Was that an option at the beginning? A custom difficulty, and then maybe you can adjust the time and have a bit more... I mean, obviously you've got the easy... Maybe I'm just looking for an easy mode, which is what they do offer. But I kind of want the challenge with combat and scarcity potentially, but just without the timer. Because I think the timer as a solo player is, like I said, we can't really, because we've got to be here to, you know, block the debris on the track. You can't really just go and leave it. Like, it is designed, I guess, that you could have someone in the cockpit while someone else goes and does the crafting, you know. Someone else is then make sure the food rations are topped up. And someone's crafting the weapons so that we've got better gear for the next expedition and all that kind of stuff. What I'm curious about is if this is going to, like, create a new... Yeah, it is expanding the fog of war. It's expanding it. But yeah, okay, so we've now got, like, an extra thing. And this is the cool potential, right? Is that you zoom out this far, and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, this is pretty cool. That every time you start a new game, and then we've actually got a tunnel here, that's cool. It camera clips you through it, though. Yeah, every time you start a new game, you've got potentially a new frozen wasteland to explore, which, like I said, I think at its core, this game really appeals to me. There's just quite a few frictional kind of bits that maybe just mean it's not for me. But there's something where I'm like, damn it, you know? Like, I mean, there's a few little bits I would just tweak, and it can make it quite a nice experience. Slow down, because we've got a high corner. I like this. It, like, again, keeps you engaged, but it means you're, as a solo player, you're definitely choosing between, am I, like, what do we do? Are we driving the train? Are we not? And yeah, picking those moments essentially. Quite cool. We're going for a massive mountain. See, topography kind of thing, I guess. Cool, they've got this all here. I mean, obviously you can clip through. I knew this would happen when you do the camera. There's like enough like jank here that you're like, oh yeah, we can clip through and see what's going on. I think first person, third person, I like that they've got their option. You can adjust motion blur and all that stuff as well. Main combat is okay. Like the combat feel is fine. Obviously, we're only starting with the starting pistol. Laser pistols are never going to be that impactful. I think every sci-fi game is guilty of that, really. So it's quite a hard thing to nail, to give it a punch, but it does feel like pew pew pew, right? You know, rather than anything kind of really interesting from a firefight point of view. I'm guessing as you get, like I said, this is a tier 1, I'm guessing, but a medium tier 1. We can then say, actually, do want to have a look here. I do at least want to stop here. And this one's like an actual platform, which is pretty cool. And oh, there's actually enemies here on the station. Quite a few enemies on the station. I think as soon as we get out of here, with mines as well. But do we even want to stop there? They've got the advantage as well. They're not going to get cold. Yeah, definitely want to get like some rifles and things like that. You can see they've got different types of weapons. And probably armor, because we're actually getting cold as well. Don't have a dismantler. Be careful of the mines as well. Rations. Don't know if there is an inside. Oh. Ow. Oh, that means that doesn't work now. Can't pick that up. Okay. Okay, none of that works now. Yeah. Even with this, you're like, right, we can't stay out too long. Getting really cold. In we get. There we go. Yeah, I mean, we got time. Not taking any damage. They're not attacking us or anything like that. So now, from a crafting point of view, you can build the pieces you need as well. If you need any individual bits, you make more ammo. Hacking kit there as well. Scrapper kit, which is another one that we needed. You can we make one of them? Oh yeah, space to craft. There we go. That's all good. And then from a building tool point of view, this is where you can then build your different stuff. So I think it wanted us to build a glider fabricator, which is there. I do quite like this bit. This is the bit I do quite like. You've got these like massive workbenches. You can say, actually, do we ever want to put this here? But again, I'm still conscious. I've got one eye. I've got one eye on my timer at the top of my screen. Use the fabricator. And a scrap goal 1. So not get refunded. That's fine. You can also configure your glider. You can scan the surrounding area with these. It seems like it'll be able to maybe collect some stuff. So maybe you can end up getting gliders that will collect things for you. Or like take out enemies and things like that, perhaps. Increase the air time. Or for your ISO that it collects. I guess it collects the pink stuff maybe. That's the ISO stuff maybe. Solar panels. Then we... I don't know where we put the glider storage. Oh, glider storage. So glider storage goes in there. Okay, so you put the glider in there. You can configure the glider. So that now becomes the active glider. And it has a scan pad. And a black box. Okay, and we can launch the glider. Do we launch the glider from here? Oh, you launched the glider. Okay. Again, pretty cool. And toggle collecting. And yeah, I guess we pick up the pink stuff there. Got this as well then. I don't know. You know, all I'm thinking of is cool, but I've got 4 minutes to enjoy this coolness. You know what I mean? Like... I'm guessing this is like a crafting material we can use. We've picked up a few bits of isotope. Like, a single player, unless I really need to, I'm not going to be wasting my train time doing this. Like, and then I don't know how do we land? Or is it one-time use? Or do I just come back? I don't know. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Just put it back there and then it catches it. And we're done. Okay. It's got some cool ideas. I'm not gonna lie. It's got some cool ideas. I just think he'd let me build some solar panels or something, like, so that this just isn't an issue. I think even I think we've got temperature module, add-on for crafting stations, you've got large storage, a salvager, rapid transit system. I think this is so that you can put like fast travel from, because you can get more carriages as well. Yes, exosuit forge. Is that probably so if you can upgrade your armor and all that stuff as well. But yeah, there's a lot of friction here as well at the same time. The bits where I'm like, could be cool. Could be cool. But I think I've got a similar feeling as what I had with the demo in February, is that it's a really cool premise. I just think it's got a very narrow audience of people who are going to be happy with the timer and all that stuff. What we're going to do, I'm just going to save. Back to main menu. So obviously you can join a game and you can just browse public games, or you can join with other people as well. But new game. So you're easy, medium, hard, custom. You can do you can duplicate medium, and you can change enemy difficulty. So I might say like, yeah, I want a hardcore experience. Do I want corpse private just for me, corpse public so my teammates can find my body, respawn complete, respawn partial, or lose everything? So you can choose what you want with that. Dungeon loot count multiplier, so I guess you can have more loot in the dungeon or no loot in the dungeon. Passenger count, so how many you start with, I'm guessing. Then ration, scrap, tech, ISO. Now the world, tunnel quality, quantity, track obstacle density. So you could actually say I don't want any track obstacles. And then this is just the starting chunk, isn't it? But yeah, you could like put that up a bit. Now the train, power and all the speed, movements and brakes, max battery. There we go. So you could whack the battery up. You could also say that it uses like hardly any, and you can increase how much you get from that, how much you get from braking, downhill energy or not. You can change how much damage they do, so it can do way more damage as well. Yeah, max speed, derail time, and how long it takes for you to freeze, so you could expend that as well, and that kind of stuff. You can't change the normal timer though, can you? I don't think so. I guess the battery is the bit that's expanded it. Like that has given you extra time. You still got to charge that battery, but it means you can hold more. So, yeah. And then you'll always have, so you can always do it if you reload or load a save, that you always start with 50% battery, no matter what. I think by default it's 10%. I think clouds, which I'm guessing it, I don't know why you'd want to, I guess this is to do with the isotope and the fuel clouds for the gliders, yeah. It's cool that it lets you do all of this. The main thing I want to change of like turn off timer is not a thing. It's obviously a core function of the game. But we managed to turn off obstacles, I think, so you could do that then, or at least the obstacles don't do any damage. So you could like leave it on autopilot and just spin around in a circle, like put yourself on a loop and then do all the crafting you need and then take yourself off the loop, go exploring and, you know, go from there. But yeah, lets you do it. I really like that it does let you just kind of do all these different you know, you can copy one of the base ones and then adjust it to what you want as well. More games should do that. But yeah, I think there's still a lot to go. I mean, obviously it's Q3, so this will be a little while yet before it coming out, a few months, but there's still bits here like with the UI and stuff I'd change a lot of. I think it's probably, like I said, a lot more fun probably when you've got the nice cool weapons and there's a few of you all doing this and things. Not too sure what the whole glider thing's about. I mean, it was cool, but having the timer on the train almost puts a dampener on all the other areas of the game that I'm really interested in. And I mean, that's the issue that I think a lot of people, I don't think I'll be alone with that. I remember there were comments on the demo of the video that we did in February, and plenty of you were saying the same thing, that I would play this, or I'd like this more if there wasn't a timer. And yeah, I think it is trying to be that in between. It's trying to be that kind of hardcore timer sci-fi kind of thing, go in the dungeon, get out kind of thing, like mini extraction, but and keep that pressure on you so you feel like you're in a dangerous world, which you are. So I appreciate that as well. You can also see as well on the art how many carriages they've got, which makes sense with the transit system and things like that as you do expand the train and everything. Yeah, still got a lot of questions over this. One I'm going to be keeping an eye on, probably check it out when it does come into early access, but yeah, still got a few concerns of this, and not sure whether this is something that really will click with me in the long term. And that's where I'm going to leave it, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Have you tried the demo? What did you think? What do you think of seeing this? Do let me know. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care.